Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Hustle Castle. As you can see, we still have the event going on. The Way of the Phoenix is still live, even though you have not seen me cover it much here on the channel. But we are at the end, 3 hours and 29 minutes left to go. Before I get too far in the video, if you are curious, throw this out right at the beginning, the event is going to go on for an extra 3 days. You will not be able to earn any more feathers, but you have a chance to spend the feathers that you have and, as Nord would prefer, buy more feathers as needed. So I have a lot to cover today. This might be a longer video, might not. We'll see how quickly I can get through it. I have taken, as you can see, I have not been around the last couple of days. I took a couple of days off and just kind of recharged the batteries, rested a little bit with everything going on. I just kind of overcommitted to some things and just needed a bit of a break. So, and with this event not being something that was highly exciting for me, it seemed like an okay time. So as you can see, I'm like maxed out on everything. I'm maxed on iron and wood and yeah, pretty much everything except for the gold, so, and mithril. So as things are going, I've been spending those, but I was trying to keep the food down as well, and I just couldn't keep up with it and just needed a break. So anyway, did that. So all right, what are we going to cover today? I need to cover announce the giveaway. At some point in this video, I'll be announcing the next giveaway. We'll do our standard, keep it open for 2 days. I think I announced the winning number for the last giveaway. I don't remember. I think it was 160. It was like a big, humongous range. It was like right at the bottom. So I'm going to try to make a point of doing that in the videos. I'm just going to go ahead and spend that purple goo, so I'm not just wasting it. I need a lot more orange shards, so I need to start making those. And if you look at my inventory, I got an obscene amount of purple, so I just need to use the mass disassembler and start doing that. Which kind of leads me into, where am I going here? That's another thing I'm going to cover as well. There's a lot of oranges, obviously. I can just go through and break a bunch of those apart. And then these will just go on forever. I'm not gonna go too far. There's a bunch of those. I can break a bunch of those apart. Probably pretty much all of them, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I want to revisit where I'm going with my squad, which I noticed a couple things today that I hadn't noticed before. And that might have been it. I'm not sure. I think that was it. So first I wanted to jump in and look at my squad. So we're still sitting at, I think last video I had my I remember the last thing. Let's do this last one first, because this is going to be relevant for everything else. Did the portal. I have a different portal squad, which reminded me. So we got 150,000, which gives me another soul here. I think we're armor souls this weekend. So let's go ahead and jump into that and see what that one is going to be. Hopefully something useful. Archer, when taking damage, 23% chance to reduce damage done by enemies. Yeah. I'm probably not going to use that one. That might be a backup one I'll use. I don't know if my backup Archer has that yet. Reducing the damage done. Been trying to come up with something good for my assassin, who has kind of been on the bench and probably will be there for a while, but I kind of revisited her. This could be something for her. Well, we'll take a look later. Not an immediate use, but it could be a use. The immediate stuff is going to be the event items here. So with that, squad is still, whoops, wrong button. Still what it was before, except for I think the last time I showed it with my portal setup, and now I'm off of that. So 8052 is my squad. We have a full ancient setup going here for Maddie up front. Come on, there we go. So she's 6 of 6 there with the, Annihilator set. Doing a great job for sure. She's quite often my biggest damage dealer, which I think is why my squad is struggling so much right now, because she should be doing damage, but she's not necessarily going to be my biggest damage dealer. This one right here is something that caught me off guard. I kind of forgot. So Evan, he's got, his DPS is at 52,000, which isn't even the highest on the team, by the way. He's got 5 out of 6 on the set, so he's only missing 1. And all I need is this soul here. I think I'm okay with this one being ancient. I was kind of going back and forth. A lot of the top people have resurrection either on this soul or this soul, so they, can kind of support themselves, so they don't need to have a specific resurrection mage, and they can have their mages doing other stuff. So it might be something to look for and have it on the bench, so as I get more mithril and stuff in the future, I can, replace one of these. But right now, there's no reason really to hold back. So I need one of these, which we will take a look at in a bit. So that's one thing I need to make one of my primary focuses, and then Leah is my other primary focus. So she's only has Look at her DPS is 57,000, so it's already higher than Evan's, and she's only got 2 on the set. So if we get her to the next set, she's going to start dealing a big extra amount of damage over 2.5 seconds. Other one of the poison, so we're also going to start doing poison. Once you get down here, you get a lot of poison. But the problem here is I just don't have enough material, which I've been over that multiple times. I need to do dungeons more. So she's only got 2 right now, and the thing I'm going for is this one. I wasn't sure if I was going to use this set. I hate the gems on here. The gems are horrible. The slots are anyway. I got 1 damage and a bunch of health, but you got extra damage here. I wasn't sure if this is one I wanted to use, but I saw there are a lot of, and there's some of the top people anyway running this one. I'm not sure about the insert, if that's the insert they have or not, but I think it is. So this one I think I'm going to do. So that's kind of what I'm working for next, which will increase her DPS even more, putting this, somewhere in the 60s. So those are the next 2 areas of focus I need to do to increase my damage. There's a lot of people I'm fighting that I come close to the end, but I just don't have enough to get over the edge. And I think if I can get these people up doing a lot more damage, I'll be a lot better. So that's going to be my next area of focus. And then James here, we only got the one with the Oathbringer. What's this called? Not Oathbringer. Ashbringer, sorry. So he's only got the 1. I was thinking about doing this one next, which would give me 2, but I'm not sure if I want to do that because that's going to, inflate my power when that's not his main purpose. So, I've been creating essence as needed, or as I have extra mithril sitting around, and occasionally I do this one. So I'll be ready to go at some point in the future, just not quite yet. If I can get to a lot of the other top people, I won't have a res person. I'll have people doing other stuff that will have like a res stone here or something like that. But right now, doing res and then a stun right here. Whatever, it's working. It's one I might want to revisit. My current setup, I think I could do some revisiting, and I might take a look at that at some point soon. And here we got this with that awesome deal. So Tony could be an area of focus. I mean, that's an awesome weapon for sure. And oops, sorry about that. Need to start focusing on that spell power there to make him even more powerful. And I don't have the best. I don't think stasis is what I want for him. Maybe I need to revisit that too. I might want to replace that one. And then this here, 26 reducing enemies match. That's just a waste. So I need to come up with something better on that one. And this one is pretty good. So I could go ahead and probably convert this one to a ancient, but that's it. So he's like 4th in the line, I think, of things I want, or 5th even, because my assassin might be in front of that one, of things I want to focus on. And then we're back here. So as you can see, everything's purple there except for the orange. Evan, everything's purple except for the orange, and then Leah, everything except for these health. There's a damage one here. I'm working on changing that one to purple, but all these health ones, I'm not sure if that is what I should be focusing on yet or not. So I need to, once I get them, start getting some of those ancient items ready to go. I'm gonna start revisiting what the top players are going and seeing. I don't think I had I had her ring ruined at one point, and when the rune was bugged and it wasn't working, so I took it off. It was causing extra damage. I used 10% of your power or something like that, and then caused lots of extra damage, and it wasn't working, so I took it off. But I want to revisit putting that back on her and some other things as well. So that's where I want to go with the squad, and I think that will help fix some of these problems I have where I'm not quite as strong as I was, even though my power is way up. So to do that, what do I need to do? Let's go here to the, silly. So we'll start here with Evan. So all I need is one more item, and he's full on, and it was this one, I think. That's Leah. I guess it was the other one. No, back. How do I go back? This one, I guess. You, Evan, there we go. So that will give me, an extra good amount of damage, plus crit, plus dodge going up. But, ultimately it gives me the 6th item, which will give me the full set, which will really increase his DPS. So that's one I am going to focus on. But I need, can I go back? I need 4 more essence. And before I can do that, I need, so I would need, 180 of these, and I got 20, so I need 160 more of these purple unbreakable threads, which I need to get by going to the dungeon. All right, number 1 priority, going to the dungeon. Number 2 area focus is forgot what her name was. We're going to work on the armor. Go here. Leah. So looking at increasing this one, I mean, some of these items might go up pretty good, so that's for sure good. The 27% increases the damage of all allied archers by 27%. Oh, up 2% from that one. Okay. But look at that. I mean, that's just huge. Health can potentially go by over 100,000. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So that's what we're going to focus on next, obviously. But we only have 9 of 10. And she's only got 2, so I got 4 more items to go. So in order to create some more essence here, I need more purple material, snake blood, found in the dungeon. So as you can see, I need a dungeon. So that's going to be my focus once I get going, getting in dungeons. And these I'm short on 2, which we're going to take care of shortly in the event. I decided at least part of what I'm going to do for this event, what I'm going to be getting. Don't know everything. We're going to kind of figure that out as we go. But getting these oranges are going to be huge. Because I'm lazy and breaking down all my other ones, obviously. And then all the other ones, we'll get to them at some point. They're certainly not the area of focus. So that's my, one more. My assassin. Right now, my assassin only has 2 items, but I just looked at this today as well. So if I would go up to a 4 set on my assassin, you guys all know this because everybody's running assassins except for me. But if I'm focused on my back 2, that would be 2, plus my tank in the front is 3. And if I have my assassin in there, that means I can only run 2 mages. So, I can't get rid of my angel wand, of course, so then I have to get rid of my res or my restore mage. So we're going to have to revisit our setup or upgrade to get the seventh fighter, which I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So, but anyway, so, every time you do a critical hit, you get them jumping around and hitting somebody with 2 shots. One does a stun and one does a big damage. So, it's kind of like almost like a teleport, but it's not even, it's a specific teleport because it goes to the person with the lowest health. So that seems highly useful. So getting up to there seems like that would be a huge benefit to my squad. And then obviously once you get up here, you got big damage, moving the fighter. Again, you jump to the other thing. Plus when this fighter's health drops below 50%, he receives damage. And he receives damage. He deals 85,000 damage to the attacker and vanishes, diverting enemy attention away from himself. That's huge because my assassin dies all the time very quickly. So I'm still missing some souls here, which are useful, would be useful, but that I think is huge. And as you can see, I can do quite a few here. I got over 10, I got 15, 10, so I got about 15 essence I can craft right there. So that might be my third area of focus is more DPS and figure out how to get my assassin back into my squad. So I think that is going to be the way that I fix my squad, get myself more useful. Obviously that'll increase my power even more, but I think that'll increase it in a way that will make me a whole lot more productive. So that is where we're going with the setup here. And before we get into the event, let's go ahead and do the giveaway announcement. A little bit late, but obviously the giveaways are given on Fridays, so we got plenty of time. Today is Monday night my time. As long as this is going to take and as late as I am uploading it, it probably won't be posted until Tuesday morning my time. So that means Thursday morning is when we close it, and then Friday morning is when the payouts are sent out. So we're going to stick to the same thing as always. It's going to be a random number between 2 ranges. You need to give me your pick, give me your ID number here, click on settings, go here, your ID, this number here. So in the comments to this video only, no other places. Give me your game ID, preferred name if you prefer something other than your YouTube name that shows up, and your guess of the giveaway this week. And as always, the winning, as always, I did put it out there and ask you guys if you prefer like a range, like the first place person gets more and the 5th place person gets less. Since it's a fairly low number and everybody is just kind of more casual, it seemed like the consensus was to stick with everybody getting everybody get the same amount. So again, we'll have 5 winners. Everybody's going to get 250. The top 5, not everybody. The top 5 guessers are going to get 250 diamonds each, which will be usually, like I said, given to you on Friday morning. So the range we're looking for is between 500 and 1,500. So one random number between 500 and 1,500. Game ID, that pick, and your user ID if you prefer something different than your YouTube account. All right, that's out of the way. 3 things out of the way. So the last thing we need to cover finally is this event. As I mentioned, 3 hours till it closes. I got, that's a good amount of feathers, but for the event, it's not so much. I guess for tier 11, it's not so much. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and spend those 55,000, and if it turns out that, I decided I want to go get something else, I'll, go ahead and buy some more. But the event will be extended, I think it was 3 days after this. Once this closes, you won't earn any more feathers, but you have a chance to buy or probably watch videos to get some more as well. So I'll see what happens there and see if I want to go ahead and get anything else. And I finally had fallen so far behind in the Discord comments over the last couple weeks, and I just couldn't catch up. So I just finally went in tonight and just cleared everything. I'm never going to catch up. I'm never going to get that back. I just don't have the time to do that. So I wiped it all clean. So this way, hopefully I can start keeping up with what's going on, what people are saying from this point forward. So I'm not so far behind. And at least keep up with the current stuff. I don't really know what people are saying about most of the stuff, especially at the tier 11. At some of the lower levels, I've seen some crazy good results with this stuff for everybody. At the higher levels, I'm not really sure. So, but let's go ahead and jump in and see what we can get. Obviously, we got to get this first one. Gonna buy that. So we're starting with 55,000. Like I said, my goal is these 10 orange shards. I'm gonna go work my way up to there and then see what we have left and probably pull up my spreadsheet, which I don't have that. It's gonna be slow, it looks like. So I don't have that ready to show on the screen here again, but 900,000, that'll be helpful. But, I'll talk through it as I pull it up. This, not really useful, but that's fine. We need to spend it. The same thing, not useful at all. It gives us one blue, which we don't need. This, not useful. You gonna show me what it is right now? Yeah, that's good. All right, so this is for a mage. Extra spell power when taking damage, 90% chance of reducing enemy magic armor. I mean, one of my mages didn't have a soul or was really weak, so I could, consider one of those if it's going to be somehow useful, but without, in a bad way, increasing my power. Extra mithril. Oops, I didn't buy it. Always useful for sure. Those will be useful. I got a bunch, but, I'm kind of being a little bit tight on how I'm spending those. Could be useful. I mean, it will be useful someday. Yeah, not going to be used in that at all. Epic Soul. This is daggers. That would be useful. And it's not. What is this? Mage. Once in a while deals damage to the enemy who deals the greatest damage. I think I have a few of those ready. I don't know if this bug has been fixed yet or not. Let me know in the comments if you guys know. But in the past, when, or not even that long ago, epic souls were not nearly as powerful as the rare souls, which are lower. So I don't know if that was a bug or if that was by design or what. So I would, assume epic is the next least or next most powerful next to legendary, but it was actually the rares, which was kind of weird. So that was a bug. Not sure if it's still there or not. So here we go. This is the one I really wanted. Boom. All right. So we got 39,900. I would obviously like to get this one as well. We have a place for that already. Let's see. I'm going to go quick pop over to my spreadsheet. This is not going to show up for you guys. So I'm going to go back up to that same level I'm at right now. Down to the bottom, it's going to cost me 23,000 to get to that point. So if I would continue to go up the path of where I'm at now, the 5,600, and take it all the way up to the legendary weapon, that would be 26,000. So we could afford that. 26 plus 26, did I say? So if we go all the way up this one, and then also to there, it would be 26 and 23 would be 49,000. We have 39,000, so we could buy 10 for that. So let's go ahead and all the way up and see what we have, if that would be worth it. Materials. I'm considering this as well because obviously I need those dungeon materials, and I'm hoping I could get it here. And I'm hoping I could get some of the ones to, the immediate ones to give Evan, his full ancient set. That would be awesome. Relic, who cares? So we would get this one right here. So if we would go all the way up, we get a major one. I think this was the one I decided was the least useful for me. Enemy uses resurrection ability, inflicts 25,000 damage to 2 to 3 random enemies. So my question to that would be, is it 25,000 each? So it would be, 50 to 75,000 damage, or is it a total of 25,000 divided by 2 divided by 3? That would be my biggest question. This is useful, obviously. This is good. I just don't know if I would use that. Somebody on the bench at the very least could use it. I don't know. This obviously is useful. This does give me the arena legendary item, which I would be interested in for sure. Rare scroll, that would get used at some point. Materials chest, again, I would have a chance there. Plus I get a guaranteed essence, which I think I have one of those in my... oh no, I opened that off screen. Never mind. I got another ancient essence from opening a box. I was going to save it for the video, but I was hoping I would get the one I was looking for. Yeah, someday maybe be useful. So here we go. The heat scepter. Damage dealing, I think. When attacking, has 35% chance of setting 2 to 3 on fire. Burning takes 7,000 bonus of spell power over 3 seconds. The burning disarms it and reduces their movement by 3. So that, okay, that's a good support weapon as well, because they disarm, which I got a bunch of disarm. I wonder if all these disarmings I have stack, and the ones that make them go crazy as well. I wonder if that stacks. But again, I'm not really doing damage with my mages. I had thought about revisiting that and see if that would be useful, so maybe I should get a setup going once with all that and test it out. So anyway, that would take me all the way up here, and then I would come back down here and start working my way up this path. So if I'm 10,000 short, I wouldn't get this one. I wouldn't get this one. It would be 8,000, 9,300. You know, I was watching videos, assuming we can watch videos the next 3 days, I would end up having enough to do probably this one, and then I'd have to buy to do that one. Because if I'd get to this point, I would certainly buy that one. What's our other choices? Just stay at the bottom. Ether. More mithril. This is the big mithril here, which we would get if we'd take that approach as well. Purple shards would somehow get used, or someday get used. 900,000, that would get used. But so would that. Okay, what are we going to do? Hopefully you guys aren't hearing all that clicking. My mouth was getting away from the mic and my getting closer to the clicking, so you might have heard that. So hopefully this gets a little better, maybe. This, well, I don't know. Melee, yeah, that would be useful. That I don't care about. Any material chest could be good. I decided this one would not be useful because... Wait, is that the one? No, it was the weapon that makes them hop around and get in the way. When being healed, deals splash damage equals... I mean, that could be good, except for I already have ancients. That would be on the bench until I decided to get enough ancient materials to redo that one. The other question would be just going up this right path. When taking damage, has a 20% chance of terrifying the damage dealer. Let's go look at... We'll go look and see what our current ones are doing. Oh, wait. So if I would put this on my my assassin, let's look at that. 20% chance of terrifying the damage dealer. They move around for a little bit so I can do more damage. That could be useful. 64 to 68, we'll take a look at that as well. And then we come up here and we get the bow. So this is, we have one that's over 100% right now, so obviously it's not going to be as good as that. Maybe after it gets ancient. 30% chance of stealing damage from 2 random enemies. And it stacks. Okay, let's go look at our current ones. We'll start with the assassin down here. So I think that's about equivalent, maybe slightly higher. This has a chance of increasing dodge, which obviously we would want for somebody up there. Plus we got all these crits. And then once you get to the 4th level here, the crits come in big time. So we want the crits. So we probably don't want to swap that out. Okay. So let's go look at our bows real quick. I think I got my answer. I think we'll just go all the way up the middle and then up the right as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. After we take a quick look here. So he's already ancient, obviously. He's at 105. 24% for 100% damage. Chance of increasing crit. And then let's go look. This one, we're obviously not going to switch that one because that's the rapid fire bow. We're not going to get rid of that one. So 25, dealing 101% damage. All right. So we are going to just go all the way up. Or should we not even go all the way up? Let's go back over here again. Certainly going up that middle path. Do we want to go all the way up the middle path is the question. Certainly up to here. Getting that would be useful. There could be something really good in there. That's cheap enough. We'll get that. You know, this, like I said, I might not even use. So maybe I'll go up. This I don't care about. Maybe I'll go right up to here and I'll stop and then I'll go up the right path. Be kind of silly not to get those, but at the same time, yeah, that's what I'm doing. You guys could be yelling at me for being completely silly, but I think that's going to be what I need for my squad. All right, so here we're looking for 2 different epic materials, hopefully all 60. Oh, you're not going to let me see them right now? That's a bummer. Okay, we'll do that later, obviously. Get that one. So that means we have to get this one. Resurrection ability, inflict 25,000 damage. I might put that on one of my bench players. Ooh, 2 spell powers, 3 health, 22,000. Yeah, I think that could be useful for somebody. Might not be one of my top players at the moment, but we'll see. Alright, here's our arena weapon. Arena item. Doesn't say weapon. A bow. You gotta be kidding me. Ooh. Eef. Alright. Couple frustrations here. This is quite good. The 99% isn't quite as good. But this is, I see a lot of the top guys running this. We would have to put this maybe on our third archer who might not be used anymore. Or we'd have to redo Ancient for Evan right now. Yuck. That's a bummer. That's a really good one. This is 3 crits to dodge, and I think that's good. It could be better, but it's not bad. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, so I'm going to take this. Can't be upset about getting good ones, obviously, so I'm not going to complain about it. I just don't know what to do at this point. So we got Ancient. We'll come back, open that up. Now we're going to go back down to the bottom. So we got 21,000 more to go. We'll take this as far as we can, up to that legend, or that epic. 900,000 food. This will be good. I started crafting some of those purple shards into oranges so I could immediately break them apart. So I don't have as many as I used to have, so more is obviously good. Oh, what is this? Taking damage, 17%, reducing damage to my enemies. I got a bunch of those ready, I think. 600,000 mithril. Can't complain about that, for sure. We got 15,000 left. Kraken tokens. We got a bunch of those that are sitting in the bag I need to start opening because they're going to start expiring in like, I think we're down to like a month, so I need to start doing that soon. Orange dust. I got a bunch of that, but, you know, obviously it's useful. We just need the coins to be able to use them. That's the biggest problem right now, is just not enough coins available in the game. So we're going to be a little bit shy here, which is okay. So this is the soul here. 20% chance increasing damage done for shotgun. I don't have those yet. They'll be coming, I'm sure. So here, this is the one we want, 5,600. So we need 2,500 more. And if they do get videos going, you know, that's like, all I gotta do is watch videos the next 3 days and I'll have enough to get that. So then the question will be, do I want to spend any of the diamonds to get some of the other stuff? Which, let me know in the comments, is there anything I really should be getting? You know, I certainly will be getting that. And then if there's nothing else really worth it, you know, maybe getting some of these chests, if I watch enough, get this one for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to get anything else. I think that's pretty good. We got some pretty good stuff in there. Let's go ahead and open those chests and see if there's immediate action we can take. First of all, let's respond to some of the stuff, hopefully. I was there too long, and now he just barely became happy again. Oh man, he got all the way down to the yellows. We gotta fix that. I did find, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, that one way to immediately fix it, or not immediately, but easily fix it, is jump into the arena, because things don't get worse, and then all these bubbles build up, so then you can just come back and fire in all those bubbles, and they really quickly get happy again. Alright, so let's go here. See if we can't get some of those epic materials that we need so very badly. This is not going to be it, but let's see what we have. Whatever it is will be useful at some point. Not that one. That is. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, what is this one? Let's hold off on that one. We'll do this one first. Alright, this is one we're looking for. Epic materials here. We'll open them slow. Maybe good, I don't know. Nope. Nope. Oh man, didn't get it. Doggone it. Alright, here we go. We got a chance for 60 epic materials plus an ancient. You know, the reason I opened the other one is because I might have gotten it, you know, right away. So let's hope for one of the two for our, I mean, preferably the one for Evan, because he's one, no, not Evan. Leah, because she's one short, and we can go ahead and immediately do her. But if not, Evan would be my second preference. Ooh, I don't know what that is. That's not it. Doggone it. Strike 2. What is this? Accuracy for the ranger. I'm not using the ranger. Well, that was disappointing. Obviously stuff that would be used at some point. Look at all this mithril. That's nice. Got a least open. These I could start going because there's a chance of materials. Not going to do that. This video's gone on long enough already. Loads and loads of other stuff to open, obviously. Here's a bunch of other ones. Got a chance for legendaries. I think I'm gonna do one of the videos soon. I'm just gonna open all these because there's no point in keeping them. Who knows what's coming in the future? There might be a point at some point in the future, but you got a chance for some legendary items and some diamonds, so they're not really doing me any good right now. These are still doing me good. I use them as needed. This is food, so I'm going to hold on to those. We got these, which are very nice. That's it for these for now, since the video is going plenty long enough. Got 13 baskets of food for grinding on the weekends in the portal, which hopefully that portal rework is coming soon. They gave us the chance to watch videos now to immediately go to level 80, which is huge. Absolute lifesaver. Time saver, I guess we'll call it, instead of a lifesaver. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. So using those foods and grinding the weekend becomes a little bit easier. So I'm guessing we're getting a little bit closer to the portal rework. Just depends how much the COVID stuff is slowing everybody down. I'm assuming game releases are still coming out since this event happened. Somebody asked me a question in American Dad. They heard that there's no more events coming out. I just can't imagine that's true because developers can work from home and most of the stuff they can do from their own house. They don't need to be around everybody else. So, and given how our Facebook contact is still involved with the community, I think that things are going to still continue to happen. So and maybe things will slow down, but I'm not expecting any updates to go away during this time. But that's just me speculating. I have not heard anything official. So, all right, I think that is going to do it. We went through the event. We got some more stuff to get. We got our way ahead for the future. Obviously, need to do dungeons, and then I can start upgrading some of our ancient items there. And yeah, I need to work on. Still having troubles with my headset. I think there's a problem with the software, or not the software, the hardware. I've done a bunch of upgrades, some firmware upgrades, and things like that. And the microphone is just quiet. It's just not working that great. So. It could be something with the software, but I've tried multiple different softwares doing the recordings and it's still just quiet. This microphone here seems to be better. I just don't have the headset attached to it and a little bit more work getting stuff set up. The other one's a lot easier. So that's what I want to use, especially for streaming, things like that. So still working on that, still wasting a lot of time pretty much every night trying to get that going. But, I'll get there eventually. I'll get the streams going once hopefully I get that set up and there's a little bit more time. But obviously I need to start doing dungeons, so I'll be putting some of those in there, probably doing those with stream. So anyway, I think that's enough for tonight. So hopefully you guys got everything you wanted from the Way of the Phoenix. If not, you got 3 more days to pay your way to get what you wanted, I think. And until the next time, this is QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.